Hi, I'm Jenny Barnett-Roars, your host, and you'll feel like a star when you look into this lighted mirror. And you can make it yourself. Let me show you how. You need a few items, so let's go through that first. You're going to want to start with a large styrofoam wreath form. And you can make it super large or medium size, it's kind of your choice. You're also going to want some sparkle mesh, some nice heavy-duty craft glue, some sparkly foam, a light kit, and you can find this at the craft store, some straight pens, plastic mirror. Now this is not real mirror, this is like a plastic shiny material. It's locker kind of mirrors and it's safe for kids. Some scissors, a scrap of ribbon, something to cut your styrofoam with, and a marking pen. You're also going to need some scrap cardboard, so you can get this out of the trash if you like. We're going to start off by measuring our wreath onto the cardboard. Going to just draw a circle around it and cut it out with scissors, and I've already done that for you here. Next, we're going to do a similar thing using the plastic mirror material, and I'm just going to lay it down on top, use a marker, and just trace gently on top of it. Now, the cool thing about this plastic mirror is that there's a covering on it, so you're not actually drawing on the mirror. When I take the styrofoam away, I can see the line, and I'm going to trim just on the outside of that. And you can see that I can cut this with scissors, which makes it pretty awesome. You can buy this in sheets, or you can even go online and buy it in rolls. But you just go ahead and give it a trim, and you're ready to go. And then the next thing you're going to do is get out your glue. Bing! And we're going to glue it to the center of one of these cardboard circles. And you can just use a liberal amount of glue. I think more glue is kind of better in this situation. Just like that. So now what we're going to do is put this down on top. And it may even be good to put this under a heavy book. You're going to let it dry. We'll take the film off later before we actually put it on the wreath. So let's set that aside for right now. Next, we're going to make a channel for our light kit to go into. And this is how it comes. Notice how it has little teeny weeny lights, but then the big bulbs are something you add afterwards. So we're going to take one of our pins, and I like U pins for this. You could also use half of a paper clip. And I just kind of go over the cord, and that just holds it in place for me. Next, I'm going to use a tool, and I like to use a bit of a credit card that I've cut up. But you can also use a plastic knife. Just cut a little channel, and then we're going to tuck that cord inside, just like this. And when you get to the place where the light is, just make a little space for it. You can even use a pencil or a paintbrush, but it's great because it just slides right on in, just like that. You don't even need any glue for this, which is kind of great. So now you're going to continue that all the way around, and when you are done, it's going to look a lot like this. So I do have, this is the battery box, so we're going to kind of leave that for a minute, and so then the next thing is to wrap it. So I'm just going to hold it behind and make one circle around like this. And notice the end just kind of tucked in. Again, I didn't need a pin or any glue. Now, I'm using a silver sparkly wrap, but you could use blue or silver. You can match it to your room or match it to your school colors. And I'm almost done with that. This mesh is very sparkly, by the way, and it does kind of spread glitter everywhere, so just so you know. Now I'm going to finish up here, leaving the battery pack on the outside, and then I'm going to have enough, I'm going to cut off a little extra here, so that I can tuck the battery pack on and then just drape this over. But I want to leave the button that turns it off and on kind of to the outside. And you can add the batteries now or later. This is another end that you just add a little pin, and it holds it all in place. Now remember this part? We are ready to assemble. And what I'm going to do is remove the plastic covering, which protected it, and discard that. And now we'll go ahead and add a little bit of glue around the outside, like so. And you could use your finger to spread it around, or a little craft stick or something, kind of doesn't matter. And I'm going to go ahead and slide in my ribbon ends. like this. And then add a little more glue on top, because more glue is better. Boop-a-doop. Now, what I'm gonna do is lay this right on top, like so. And I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm gonna add the pins. And you're gonna need maybe 3 or 4 or 5 pins just to hold it all together, make sure that the glue is sticking well. Make sure that the battery pack is at the bottom, like so. And a little extra pin for the ribbon. All right. The last thing to do is to cut out some shapes out of your craft foam and just kind of put it over top of that battery pack to hide it a little bit. And that is all there is to it. It's a great project, it's super simple, and I'm just using a pin to add those extra decorations. So much fun for parties, home decor, and even gifts.